DM policies and allow lists. The first line of defense for who can actually talk to your agent. Worth getting right. 4 DM policies. Pairing, allow list. Open, disabled. Let me unpack each. Pairing, the default for most channels. New users DM the bot. The bot replies with a pairing code. You approve the code, the user becomes a trusted DM sender. After approval, the agent responds normally. Standard handshake. This is the safest default for channels where strangers might find your bot. Telegram, where bot accounts are public. WhatsApp, where anyone with your number can message. Pairing forces a deliberate trust handshake before any agent-level help is given. Good guardrail, allow list. Only users in the allow from array can DM without further handshake. Strangers, even paired strangers, get nothing. Use allow list when exactly who should be able to DM your bot, and you do not want anyone else to even reach the pairing step. For Telegram, allow from takes user IDs prefixed with TG, like TG, some number. For WhatsApp, allow from takes phone numbers in E164 format. For Discord, allow from takes user IDs. So the format depends on the channel. Always open, anyone can DM. No pairing, no allow list. Use with care, really. This is the most permissive setting, and it is rarely the right choice in production. Almost never. Disabled DMs are ignored entirely. Use this for channels you only want to host group chat agents in. Now, a practical pattern. Start with pairing during initial setup. As you onboard users one by one, watch the pairing approvals come in, approve them, and then, once you have a stable list, switch to allow list with that list pre-populated. That gives you the best of both worlds. Discoverable bot for the people you intend, total ignore for everyone else. Clean. A note on allow from format. Be strict. Use stable IDs, not names. Names can be changed by the user. Breaking your allow list silently. Silently. There is a flag called dangerously allow name matching for cases where you really need name-based matching, but the warning is right there in the name. Take the hint. Combining DM policy with require mention does not really make sense. Require mention is for groups, not DMs. DMs are direct. Combining with action allow list does make sense though. So your allow listed DM user can talk to the agent, but the actions the agent can take on that channel are still constrained. We will get to action allow lists in lesson 4. In the next lesson, we look at group policies and per group overrides. See you there.